Oh, this is gonna be a good one. This is McPixel 3. You are McPixel, a superhero using piss kamehamehas and snail vs lawnmower jousting to save the day. I am almost certain that's the first time that sentence has ever been uttered in all of human history. I wish there were another way to explain this game, but in all honesty, I believe that's the closest I will ever get. This game is beyond weird. Before we get into this, you should like and subscribe. 99% of you aren't, and it's absolutely worth it. You won't miss any future videos, and you'll even get a hug. Anyway, the whole gameplay loop consists of sets of 5 levels, all with different objects and people to interact with. Your objective is to, quote, save the day, but how you go about doing that is up to you. Drop a fish out of a train window before kicking an old man in the nuts? How about punching a TV in a burning building before kicking an old guy into the fire? Kick an old man in the face because he's roasting a stick of dynamite over his campfire in the forest? I'm actually starting to notice a theme here. Well, when you're done kicking old men, there's plenty of creative solutions and bizarre interactions that you will just never see coming. I refer you to my earlier comment of snail lawnmower jousting. This game is the definition of subverted expectations. Nothing ever quite happens how you think it will. I mean, this game lets you place your face into a campfire for quite literally no purpose, and it's almost like the game mocks you for doing it, having McPixel stand there, full head of fire, and just look as if to say, what did you think was going to happen? The game also has a very loose definition of saving the day. I jumped out of a crashing plane with 2 of the crew and a parachute. Then I clicked one of the fallen crew members, thinking I'd be able to grab him, then my parachute, and save them both. Instead, I ended up beating one guy over the head with the other guy before grabbing my parachute, saving myself, and then digging to the other side of the planet, which apparently counts as saving the day. I don't know about that, but I'm quite happy that's how it played out. When you're not committing a double murder at 30,000 feet with a guy as your murder weapon, you're an ant trying to save his colony. But not just an ant, a McPixel ant. Okay, so unpredictable gameplay and jokes aside, the music in this game is fantastic. All the tracks in the game sound vaguely the same, but they have this excellent pacing and groove to them that is just always fun to listen to, even after you've been hearing the same track on loop for 20 minutes straight. I also really love the level design. Some are fairly basic, and others have you shrunk down inside of an office worker trying to defuse a bomb caught in his veins? Arteries? What are these things? They control him. Regardless. I can't help but love each of the levels, and I just don't find myself getting bored with the loop of the game because it just keeps destroying any sense of knowing what I'm doing, but in the best way. The design of McPixel is something I've been caught on since the moment I started playing this game. Instead of some badass buster sword wielding anime character or a hulking brute, he's just a guy with a bad haircut and just a bit vaguely chubby. His solutions to saving the day are as lame as he looks, and yet there's something fantastical about him I just can't put my finger on. Maybe it's the deadpan stare he maintains no matter what he's doing. At the end of every set of 5 levels, you'll get a reward based on how many outcomes you found in each level, which is great because the game incentivizes you to find everything the game has to offer, rather than finding the solution first time and leaving it at that. It also has a great system of progression through each set, forcing you into the next level whether you found the true solution or not, and eventually just looping you back to the levels you haven't found the solution for just yet. Just another way the game keeps things fresh in a system fundamentally based around playing the same levels over and over again. I just can't find anything to dislike about this game, to be honest, at least playing it from PC. The game is only around 7 hours long, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Any longer and the game would probably lose its edge. Any shorter and I'd probably feel a bit ripped off for the price, even though the game is relatively inexpensive to begin with. Besides what I've mentioned, there isn't a whole lot else to the game. It's just plain simple fun and in my opinion worth every penny spent on it. You absolutely should pick this game up if it seems interesting to you. It's currently 80% off in the Steam Summer Sale, but there is only a day left on that sale by the time this video goes up. Standard retail price for the game is £8.50, around $11 for those of you in Freedomland, and $14.50 for Freedomland's hat. It's also available on Xbox at the same price and free for Game Pass users. With that said, I'll be ending this video here. Thank you for watching, and as always, feel free to let me know what games you'd like to see in the future, and what you think of McPixel. See you next week.